What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. So it looked like Christy Sides has broke her silence finally about Caitlin Clark getting Rookie of the Year. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. A lot has transpired since the conclusion of that Indiana Fever game. Those of you guys who might not know this, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever has upset the #1 team in the WNBA, that is the New York Liberty. Fans was in attendance for today's matchup against the New York Liberty as Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever put the beats on them. The final score was 83-78. Now, this isn't the only thing that is making headlines. Caitlin Clark became the first rookie ever to record a triple-double. She had 19 points, 13 assists, and 10 rebounds in this historic matchup. New York Liberty star Sabrina Ionescu is currently making headlines after her post-game comments about the young superstar and the Indiana Fever basketball team. Let's roll the footage right now.
And play Liberty basketball in order to win. I'm just curious what was behind you all maybe not playing Liberty basketball this afternoon and why you couldn't earn this win.
No, we play Liberty basketball, but understanding like this is their Super Bowl game. I mean, we've beaten them 3 times this year already. We knew they were going to come into this game really hungry, and it's tough to beat a team 4 times. Like it's just tough in our league, especially with how every team has just grown, and especially this young team. You've been able to just see how much they've grown just throughout the first half of the season. So I don't think it was necessarily us not playing our style of basketball. It was just understanding that we had to come in with a sense of urgency, knowing it's not going to be as easy as it was in the first couple games that we were able to go up against them because they've just grown.
Sabrina Ionescu right after this matchup with the Indiana Fever, and I can tell you guys right now, this is going to be a bad take for her because first thing in a few hours, this is going to make headlines, dog. Mark my words, I believe it is. She sounded a little bitter, talking about this is their Super Bowl. Whatever the case may be, I just think that was a bad thing to say. Moving on to another story, Christy Sides and Caitlin Clark both has been pretty vocal since the end of this game. With all that being said, let's roll the footage.
First WNBA rookie to record a triple-double in the first in Fever franchise history. So with all the rookies that have come before you and players, what does this mean to you?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Honestly, I feel like we played a really good game, and you don't get it without your teammates finishing baskets for you. So it's pretty cool, and obviously this franchise has had a lot of really great players, so to be a part of that and to come here was, a perfect place for me. So I'm just very lucky and fortunate.
How did you guys make that final push to pull out this game?
Honestly, we looked up and we saw it was 6 points. We know that's 2 possessions and there's still 3 minutes on the clock. That's a lot of time in basketball. And, I made an and one, and then we came down, we got a big stop, and then pushed, and Kelsey made a 3 to tie it up. And really after that, we didn't look back. And honestly, it was our defense. We kept getting stops on that end of the floor. I think they scored 3 points in the last 3 minutes.
So this is the first time you guys have beat a #1 team since you've been here. So how do you continue to rise and go forward from a performance like this?
Yeah, I think you celebrate it and you enjoy it, but also at the same time, there's still so much we can learn from it, and it gives you a lot of confidence. But everybody's gonna give us their best shot. Like that's just what it is, and I think it also shows us we can play with the best. We just got to be confident. We have to do what we can do. I feel like we're definitely playing better as a team. So just continue to build off of it, learn from it, and keep building and try to stack more wins.
Amazing. Congratulations on the triple-double and congratulations on the win.
Yeah, it feels great. I think we started off great, and that was a big difference for us. When we played them before, they kind of got out to big leads, hitting a lot of threes, but I think our defense sparked our offense to start the game, and we kind of just kept that.
And then Caitlin, obviously your first triple-double of your career, just what was going through your mind when you realized that happened?
Well, I was trying to get the crowd to be quiet. I think it was Leo was shooting a free throw, or somebody was shooting a free throw, and I was like, I appreciate it, but just trying to get them to be quiet. But obviously, it's really cool. I mean, my teammates have been finishing the ball really, really at a high rate. Like my assist numbers, that's because of them. Like just finding them in positions to be successful, whether it's AD, whether it's Liz. Thought we've done a really good job of that, and But yeah, I guess it's cool.
Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, Caitlin, to go off that, when you pulled down the 10th rebound, the crowd went crazy. Did you know then that you had the triple-double?
I did, yeah. I honestly wasn't like too aware, but like I think everybody was a little confused as to why they were going so nuts over a rebound. I mean, they can do that every time, I guess, but it was a little different.
Aaliyah, how about the way you guys closed the game defensively? To get all those stops, defense is something I think you harped on day one of training camp. What stood out to you about that final 6 minutes?
Yeah, there was a lot of communication. We tried some different schemes. Everyone just being
We
ready
fought
for
through some tough times, but just really proud of my players for this one.
Bill, Brett in the back.
Chrissy down 11 there early in the fourth, and then ending on a 15-3 run over the last 4 minutes. Just where does that start? And as a coach, kind of the significance of playing a segment of the game like that to close things out.
Yeah, I'm going to take it back a little bit further in the third when they went on that run to start. I think they had like 19 points in the first 5 minutes or something like that. Called a timeout, and I think we only gave up 5 points the rest of that third. So that kind of set us up for our, defensively for how we were playing, for our offensive run. Also, this team is just learning along the way and growing every day. Vegas had some really good growth moments. We only scored 15 in the second, 16 in the third, and at times like that in the past, we really, when our offense wasn't working, we didn't play as well defensively, and that wasn't the case tonight. Like we went up another notch defensively, and then was able to close out with, I think, 28 in the fourth. So just credit to these guys, played a hell of a game.
Scott.
One thing Caitlin liked was the fact that you guys were able to survive all those runs and respond, something maybe that didn't happen previously. Why do you sense maybe that had changed here recently?
Yeah, it's just growth, man. It's just this young team, the least experienced team in the league, just getting these opportunities to be in these games and then learning from them. And that's, I know everybody thinks we should be winning every game of the season, but that is just not where we are. But just showed so much growth tonight.
And even more to that, the last 3 games, you take a look at that Phoenix win, being right there with Vegas, the fact that you're in those games and now winning 2 of the last 3 against powers, you're seeing that growth that you've been pushing for.
Yeah, just so proud of this team. They just won't give in. They won't, they just keep wanting to learn. They keep showing up. I keep saying it. The resiliency that they show, the chemistry that they have on the court, how that just keeps getting better. And that just takes time. That takes time. And these guys are finding ways. Caitlin with her first, the triple-double tonight. My gosh, that's incredible. Incredible. First in, league history for a rookie, franchise history. I mean, we just keep growing. I thought Lexi Hall came in and did an excellent job tonight for us. Today, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting it's an early game.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say Damiris Dantas came in, went 3 for 3. She's only had 1 practice with us once we've put her in our group. So she's learning on the fly as well, but just 3 big shots for us, especially that baseline out of bounds slip that she had was huge.
We'll go Bob, then we'll go Matt in the second row.
Christy, a lot of conversation the last couple of days about the Rookie of the Year race. Would you like to use this opportunity to make, it's not real hard to make her case, obviously with a triple-double and everything she's done, but would you like to use the opportunity to make her case, Caitlin's case, for Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, I'm always going to make a case for my players. She's, first and foremost, she's the most competitive human being I've ever met. I really compare her to Diana Taurasi. She's always looking to find ways to get better. How can I help the team? What can we do? But she found her rhythm tonight. She's, the timing for our players is getting better every game. So some of the ones that, some of the shots that, those passes that she was making early, we just weren't ready for them. Now that chemistry is there, the timing is there, and that's going to keep getting better. But she just wants to win. She just wants to win. And to me, she's going to be my Rookie of the Year every day. Every day.
Matt.
Yeah, Christy, everyone was so fired up in the locker room after the Phoenix win. I guess what was the celebration like, taking down the best team in the league?
Well, we gave them 2 days off in this last week, and so they really think that that's what it was. So that's the first thing they're talking about is needing 2 days off. I just don't think we can do it. I have to think about it. I didn't say yes or I didn't say no. They fought differently tonight. And they know that. And they, you know, when I walked in, they were giving everybody the credit that, you know, they're really happy for Lexi. They were really happy for Dantas. You know, they're really happy. They showered Caitlin. She was soaking wet when she came in here. You know, they're just getting where they're on the same page and able to execute things offensively, but we keep getting better defensively. And that, for me, holding New York to 16 points in the fourth quarter, that's huge for us. That's the #1 team in the league. And for us to do that, and they're a great team, but for us to do that, but to do it in front of our home crowd, the crowd was incredible. They were loud. It's just amazing that we're getting to play in front of these amazing fans at home. Being on the road 5 games is tough, but to come home to this and to get the win for our fans, it's incredible.
Go to Zion, then we'll try to go back to Zoom here.
Christy, you talked about how well Lexi played down the stretch. Just what went into the decision to leave her in for the whole fourth quarter, and what does it say about her that even though her playing time was wavered, she was able to deliver?
I'll say it, Lexi Hull is consistent with what she's doing every day to make sure when her number's called, she's ready to go. And today, she came in and she was so active defensively. She was guarding Stewie. She was guarding Ionescu. She was scrambling out on defense. She was getting able to contest on players. Just really proud of her effort, which is something she gives every night. Just, you know, and then she had a big bucket of layup on the left side of the basket down there. Just her effort for us tonight. Whatever the team needs is what she's willing to do. And that's why she's just a great player for us and a great teammate.
All right, let's try Zoom again here. Willie, you want to start? No, we got nothing again. Anybody have one more in the room? Then Bob, you want to go ahead? Yeah.
Christy, you mentioned how competitive Caitlin is. How does that manifest itself outside of basketball? In what other areas is she hyper competitive?
I think just about anything that there's a score being taken, she's gonna want to be competitive with it. I mean, we do the half-court shot, and I think she thinks that's that's the one thing she's mostly concerned about throughout shoot-around, getting to that half-court shot. She wants to win that. But that is such a trait that it just spills onto everyone else, you know. And I say it all the time. I compare Diana Taurasi has that. She has that competitive fire, that competitive spirit. That she just wants, you know, everyone else seems to get that, and that is just something I can't say enough about. Appreciate her for that. Also want to say we shot our free throws extremely well tonight, which we didn't do the other night. Liz came in and did extremely well, all of them. I think we were 12 or 14 for tonight. That's huge for us, and that's just got to keep getting better.